Alright, well here we are, people. Let's get that down there a little bit more. Yeah, there's still some decent purples in here. Not too many males, or females. I mean, hardly. They're very, very young. Okay? So these are the purples. I'm gonna make some announcements tonight. I'm gonna have to cull a few of these out of here. A couple aren't up to par. Yeah, they look great and everything. Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off and be right back. Okay. Where am I going with all this? I don't know. I believe I'm going to get out of the fish business entirely for a lot of reasons. Okay? We have a little sit back here. Yeah, I've got some decent fish, but I don't know. I'm getting a little bored and tired of, I don't know, guppies that are just not breeding as well as they should, or this or that. Ain't nothing wrong with these fish, but I don't know. I'm just getting tired of multiple tanks of culls. You know, multiple tanks, because for every 4 or 5 good fish in here that I breed, there's a couple decent Hawaiian Moscow Blues. You know, you're gonna have to just deal with certain things and colorations, and it's getting old for me, because where am I gonna put all these? You know, it's just getting old. This tank is still going pretty darn good. I can't believe after about 2.5 years, the you know, this guy's still got decent color in them. Yada yada yada. But there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, you know. Oh, that's a nice looking I don't know, catfish bristle nose down there. This tank was supposed to originally be metal. Hey, there's a little boy hanging on the side. Oops. Barely capturing. You know, but I never got the blue deltas going in here. This is a great tank as well. You know, and these are just kind of the best of the best of the best of the males. But again, nobody really wants them. This is a coal tank. And some decent looking fish in there. Yeah. Now, I'm overgrown with guppy grass and hornwort and everything, so I need to sell a bunch of this stuff off. I'm just getting real frustrated personally. That's why I've not been doing a whole lot of videos recently. These guys are kind of newer to me. I don't know, albino platinum whatevers they are. Okay. And I like them, but the fact is, most of you all won't like them. I did not do very well at all with the, you know, the mystery snails, if you will. I don't know. I'm starting to get frustrated. Really. These guys are still doing great, but the problem is nobody buys them. No one. I mean, look at them. They're great. Most people don't want half black, you know, reds, and they are breeding about as true as you can possibly freaking get. Down here with the half black blues, what I'm running into is some issues. They still look great, but look, some of them have that, what do I call it? Delta. The blue Delta trait in them. And some of them are kind of just not doing as well as I want them to. I think they're great looking. But some are starting to get a Delta trait, which that other tank that I showed you was supposed to be a Delta trait. Hey, buddy. Right there. You know, I'm not getting exactly what I want. So, my point is, it's just getting old. Because I pay a fortune for these fish to keep them in tanks and to keep all the tanks going. And I need to remove a little bit of that filament out there. Not that they're bad looking at all. It's just, now these are starting to shift into what I don't want them to shift into, because there's so many in here to have to try to cull out. You know? So, I don't know. I'm reaching the end of my ropes. I honestly just maybe want to go back, to dry. Oh boy, that whole shelf is bleak. Sold a lot of that stuff. Got a bunch of this stuff available. But there's a catch-22. People want the fish, but they don't really want to buy the dry goods. So, I don't know. You'll probably notice I have not posted in, a while or recently, because honestly, I'm just getting bored. A bunch of bristlenose there. And I'm not saying bored. It's just I'm running out of topics to talk about. I'm also running out of fish to keep breeding. And again, when you end up with tanks and tanks of culls that nobody wants, what am I going to do with them all? I've still got the outside pool that I have to film, okay? And these guys are doing okay. Let me, let me do this real quick. Let me just move this. Okay. These are the Hawaiian blues. And you notice, the males are not growing up as well as I would hope they would. Yeah, still great looking guys for sure. But they're skinnier than I wanted, to be, and I got a ton of Malaysian trumpet cells in here. So I don't know. I may have to abandon my entire breeding the world's best guppies deal and start looking at imports at some point. Okay? That's the reality, because this is not sustainable whatsoever, what I'm doing. When it takes you 6 to 9 months from a trio to actually try to get, decent fish, it's just not sustainable. Because, first of all, you got electric, okay? Look at all that. You got water. You've got this and that. Just to keep all these tanks going. Plus, I'm in a basement, man. It's cool down here, okay? So, I'm having to use freaking, heaters on most of these tanks. I took the heater out of this one, and that way that one and that one could feed into it. I just reached my point at which I don't think it's sustainable anymore for me, other than to go a completely different route and get rid of most of these fish and look at imports from Taiwan or wherever else. It's just not gonna work, because honestly nobody is buying enough fish from me to keep supporting this. They only want the best of the best, and the problem is I have really hard times keeping enough females and enough males. Yeah, these are the Hawaiian blues. A generation or two ago they were gorgeous. They're still decent looking, but man, I had to cull so many, you know, and then they just go into cull tanks that no one cares about. Alright, so anyway, yeah, I threw a couple off-breed purple Moscows in there, just kind of see what they would do with the females and blah blah blah, and try to, you know, again, get these beauties, but nobody wants them. So, alright, I'm going to put this video out there. Y'all let me know what I need to do. I'm just almost to the point to moving past fish, or, you know, I'm going to have to rechange the game. You know, maybe just change it. No longer breeding the world's best guppies. Plus the other problem I'm having, oh my goodness, IFGA people are just not giving up fish anymore that I can get. Okay? They're just not. Nothing I can do about it. Because if they won't give them up, I can't get them. Like, you know, like she's gorgeous right there. But she was part of an original half black albino series, and you all know if you breed long enough, man, it's just they're gonna cull down a lot. And if you can't get, you know, other fresh blood into the tanks, it's hard to keep the coloration going. And I won't sell anything I would not buy. So I don't know. That's where I'm at. I'm going to probably do a live stream. Maybe tomorrow's football day. Not going to do it tomorrow. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. But I'm at the point, my breaking point. I just don't know what to do anymore. So, y'all give me advice on what I should do. But I've got so many culls, man. I don't even know where to give them away to, and I won't kill them. And I've got, oh my God, there's the other big tank upstairs. There's a swimming pool out back that's been growing plants. Now these plants, I'm gonna probably start selling these off pretty shortly. I'll package them in 3x6 bags or whatever. But the problem is with plants like this, I want to make sure people don't get Malaysian trumpet snails in there. So, yada yada yada. Alright, I'm done, but this is why I'm not posting in a while. I'm just at a crossroad. I don't know what else to do. I really don't. So, everybody tell me your opinions, and we will go from there. But, idealistically, I just want to get into dry goods. Maybe keep a few aquariums kicking. I don't know. But, like I say, the fish I thought people would buy, they don't buy. I'll definitely run a special on any of these. I don't know. Later.